Terry Saban on the possibility of Nick returning on College Game Day last week. He said, she said, I have no doubt if Nick wanted to go back to coaching, he could win his 8th national championship. But we're having too much fun, and we wouldn't want to take that opportunity away from all our baby coaches like Kirby and Lane. Lane Kiffin said thank you on a tweet, fucking around.
I love it.
Yeah. Hey, she's taking that. She's talking shit, Smitty. Like, fuck it.
That's how you support your husband. No, I love as a married man. I love that shit.
Yeah. White.
Listen, Miss Terry runs everything.
Oh, for real.
Everything. So I don't know if Coach tells this story. I'll tell it. But he talks about that how he took the LSU job. He didn't even. He says he didn't even know he took the job. What happened? He's at Michigan State. And he's preparing. Well, LSU alum and boosters come and pick Miss Terry up on a plane. They fly her down to LSU. She's touring LSU, the campus, and everything. And she calls him. She's like, how he tells the story. He was either at the urinal or just got done taking a piss and answered the phone and she was like, hey, Nick, you really like this place. He's like, where are you at? She's like, I'm down at LSU. And he's like, what? And she's like, I'm telling you, Nick, like if we just get the facilities up, the support down here, like if you just run recruiting, you can win and be successful down here. And he was like, well, we'll talk about it, And so she was like, no, you. Like I told him, you'll take the job. Like you're going to be the next head coach here. He was, is how he tells the story. Now he could be bullshitting, but he said she took the job for him and told him his ass was going down there.
I told JB ain't nothing like having a strong woman on your side.
Yeah.
JB's against it. But when you got the right woman on your side, it can lead to positive results, as we see here.
Especially white moms. Here's the thing I gotta say. I heard him tell a story. He told us a story like around like a campfire stories one day at the AFCA convention. AJ, he was like, I met Miss Terry at a gas station in the middle of fucking West Virginia in high school, and I was going by this, and I liked this girl every day, and I fucking was pulling there every day to get gas, and my shit was be full. My tank was full, and she knew I didn't need no gas no more. Like I was, the city wasn't that big. I just kept going in there, and he was telling her like, hey, she was with the man, I guess the owner of the gas station. That was her boyfriend, the owner's son. So she was fucking with the owner of the gas station's son, and he was like, hey, just think what your life would have been. The owner of a fucking gas station. She goes, bullshit. My husband would have been the head coach of Alabama. She said, regardless, was going to be the head coach of Alabama. Like she didn't give a fuck, homie. So she's a gangster.
Yeah. Miss Terry's the best. She really is.
No doubt. Nick Saban said takes aim at Penn State for firing James Franklin. He said it's unfair as hell. He told him live on College Game Day, sitting next to him as James was doing an interview nationally for jobs. Quite as kept. He did a public interview. Every day is an interview, I guess, is true. But he basically said it is unfair. Do you agree with Nick on this one as far as Coach Saban said? Like, do you think it was unfair firing of all the things he's done in 11 years there?
1,000%. And hell, last week I told Joe I thought it was a terrible fire. After everything he built there, like Coach talked about, the Rose Bowl, the Fiesta Bowl, Final Four last year, to create the hype that you haven't seen a preseason Penn State have the hype behind it that they had going into this year, and to build up that expectation of, what people thought it was going to be this year. But the reason they, media made it their team try to seem better than what they are is because of the work he had put in and how much work it took to get to that point. Because when he took it over, Penn State was not that. I mean, hell, they had recruiting violations and a ton of other shit go on there from a shower standpoint. And so it's a bunch of shit that
from a what
he helped build.
I was like, he going.
What'd you say?
Nah, I thought you said something about from a shower standpoint. I just wanted clarity, but never mind. You keep going.
It was the sprinkler system that he had installed on the practice field. Irrigation system was messed up.
Oh, my fault. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So soapy. Good.
But listen, Smitty killing me. But yeah, I mean, listen, I thought it was a bad fire.
In summation,
grass ain't always greener.
It sure ain't.
So I think they're going to put themselves in a situation that they wish they wouldn't have, and especially after that buyout. Shit, if I'm James, which Coach Franklin's going to be able to get any job he wants. I mean, listen, he's already at the top of the list for a ton of universities, and I think he'll be in the SEC. I think he'll be a head coach in the SEC at a top school,
like Kentucky, Arkansas, Florida, Ole Miss. Anyway, it's gonna be interesting. Mike Elko, Smitty, you might want to take this one because apparently he talks about again the Penn State rumors. Again, a head coach addressing rumors, and just shut the hell up.
It's a video, I think. Let's check it out.
There's multiple national reports out that you're a possible candidate for the Penn State job. I'm just curious your thoughts on that, how you handle your name being linked to that kind of job, and if that's something you even discuss with your players.
I don't discuss it with my players. I think it's absolutely hilarious how you guys cover coaches. I think 3 weeks ago I was getting fired. Now I'm getting hired. Now you don't want me to stay, but I'm leaving. Like, it's absolutely hilarious. It is a waste of brain space to spend any time talking or thinking about any of that stupidity.
Now we'll go to.
I actually like that answer, JB.
That is,
yeah, like
it's a great answer.
It's better, much better than your BPS internet. Like it's literally like it's unbelievable. Like everyone else goes on and on and on. AJ, they'll fucking talk about 20 minutes. Well, I graduated there. I met my wife there, and I'm alum, and I love Penn State, and like basically just did an interview right there. Just say no. I'm at Nebraska. I love it here. Like, do what he just did. Just shut that shit down. Like, It is ridiculous. These other guys are doing it. And if the players can't see through it, then you've already lost your locker room. I think Beamer lost his locker room because I think people linked him to Virginia Tech with his daddy, and I think that he lost locker room in South Carolina. I truly do. Just from things I've heard from buddies. I truly think so. Bill, and you got the 20-year-old and all that. Like, there's a lot going on, man. A lot going on with all that shit. So, like, see, there's a difference between Miss Terry. Like, you could tell she knows. Boom, 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 boom. She's actually grown up. It's crazy. Like, we got little girls and shit doing things in their locker room and
Miss Terry ain't building no PowerPoints off of Photoshop.
She not photoshopping.
Adobe Photoshop.
She ain't saying pressing the delete button. She ain't pressing the delete button 6 times and typing in a new name.
Spell it wrong.
Miss Terry's gonna be behind scenes and just saying, "Listen, we're doing it this way."
Spell it wrong.
Yeah.